This is Digital Work Diaries, a podcast where we talk about research stories on the changing nature of work, hosted by the Digital Work Lab of Victoria University of Wellington.
I'm Mina, and welcome to this podcast episode. Today, we are diving into study on human artificial intelligence collaboration and its revolutionary impact on innovation practices. Hi, Jingyu. Thank you so much for joining us today. Can you start by telling our audience what your PhD research is about?
Hi, Mina. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to tell you about my research. So basically, I'm looking at how AI and humans can work together to help companies be more innovative. We call that HAIC, means human AI collaboration. We are exploring how bringing AI into the mix can shake up the old ways of doing things and spark new ideas. It's really cool because we are seeing how this combination of human creativity and AI capabilities is changing the whole game in terms of how businesses solve problems and come up with new solutions. Thank you.
It's That sounds really interesting. What motivated you to do this study?
Okay, let me think it. Okay, I got this into because honestly, AI is just changing everything around us. It's everywhere. We should admit it. From my own work experience, I have noticed that something really interesting. Well, planning is important. It's actually getting things done that make the real difference. And that's especially true when we're talking about the humans and AI working together. You know what fascinating? We are all kind of learning how as we go with the AI collaboration. There is still so much we don't know about how to work with AI effectively. That's exactly why I focus on the innovation practices because they are the real game changer for the company. It's not just about the cool ideas, it's about making them work in the real world. I wanted to dig deeper into this and have filled some gaps in our understanding, especially how to actually use AI in our everyday innovation work.
That's a really exciting tab. So, with all that research, what were some of the key findings that you uncovered in your study?
Okay. Mm, the really interesting from our research is we found that when humans and AI work together, what we call HASC, it's affects the innovation in companies in seven really important ways. Let me break it down and in a way to easier to understand. First, we got the things like predicting what's coming next in the market, assessing the new opportunities, making better decisions, and solving problems in creative way. Think of it like have a super smart partner who can process tons of information while we humans focus on the creative thinking part. Then
Okay.
there is a cool part about adjusting, like how companies can quickly adapt to changes. Plus, we found that human collaboration helps build a neutral knowledge networks and helps company better absorb and understand all this new information coming in. But there, what's really exciting? We discovered that AI isn't just make existing process better. It's actually enabling completely new ways of innovating that weren't even possible before. Our research shows that to really make this work, companies need to build strong frameworks and keep adapting their strategies and culture like AI keeps advancing. We found that integrating AI into the daily innovation work isn't just helpful anymore. It's becoming essential for companies to stay competitive. Though we still need to know more research to fully understand how this affects employees and their roles in their whole process.
It sounds like AI is really becoming an indispensable part of innovation teams. But what was the particular approach to studying such a complex topic? And what methodology did you use to investigate human AI collaboration?
Let me tell you about how I do this research. I started with what we call the systematic literature review, but really it's just a fancy way of saying I dig deeper into our existing research out there. We looked at over 50 different studies to understand where the gaps were in and how we understand human AI collaborations impact on the innovation. For what's coming next, I'm planning to get more hands-on with the qualitative research. That means I will be doing case studies and talking directly with people who are actually use AI in their work. The cool thing about the approach is that it let us really understand how AI and humans interact in the real world situations, not just in theory. I'm really excited about the next phase because we will get to see what all these ideas actually play out in the real organizations. You know, seeing the actual challenges and the successes of human and AI teamwork in action.
I'm sure that approach gave you some incredible insights. And as you were diving deep into the research, was there anything that truly surprised you during your study?
There were some really surprising findings. The biggest one is seeing how human AI collaboration doesn't just make existing stuff better. It actually creates totally new ways of doing things that companies couldn't even do before. Like imagine being able to predict market changes and understand what the customers want way faster and more accurately than ever before. That's pretty mind blowing. And another thing that really surprised me was seeing just how much companies need to change make AI work well. It's not just about plugging in some new tech. You have got to change the whole way people think and work. What's super interesting is how this collaboration between humans and AI isn't just changing the day-to-day operations. It's actually reshaping how companies make big decisions and even changing their whole culture. It's way more transformative than our expected, but also more complex.
That's really interesting. Jingyu, do you have any plans for a follow-up study or further exploration of this topic? What's the next for your research?
Yes, definitely. We're working on the next phase right now. It's going to be really hands-on. We are planning to do the detailed case studies and interviews with companies that are actually using AI in their daily work. This will help us to see how our series work in the real world and find a better way to build our models based on what we learn.
It sounds like the future of innovation is going to be so exciting, and you are right, the front of it. To wrap up things, is there anything else you'd like to share with our audience about yourself or your work?
You know, at the heart of it, I'm really passionate about understanding how AI can change the way we work, but in a practical way. That's why I focus on the innovation practices, not like other people. They always focus on the innovation management or innovation process. Beyond this, just the research, I want to create the frameworks that companies can actually use. My goal isn't just to write academic papers. But I mean, I must write academic papers, but not just academic papers. I want to have businesses succeed in their increasing digital world, and I'm always excited to collaborate with others in this field, whether they are researchers or industry folks. There's still so much things to explore.
What a great conversation. And thank you, Jingyu, so much for sharing your insight with us. And it's clear that human artificial intelligence collaboration is a game changer for the future of innovation. And we can't wait to see where this field goes next. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Bye.